All right, let's dive right in. We're about to tackle a mystery that is, well, it's pretty mind-bending. It connects two ancient sites on complete opposite sides of our planet, and it might just make you question everything you thought you knew about ancient history. So, let me ask you something right off the bat. Picture this, way back in the ancient world, no planes, no internet, nothing like that. And you have two civilizations, thousands of miles apart, who build the exact same machine. Would you believe it? I mean, it sounds impossible, right? But what if it's not? That's the puzzle that has archaeologists totally stumped.
So, at the heart of all this are two super strange, super similar structures. Investigators have even nicknamed them the Stargate twins. Let's get introduced.
Okay, so over in Sri Lanka, you've got this place called Sakwala Chakra. Then, all the way over in Peru, there's Aramumaru, which the locals call the Gate of the Gods. Now, here's where it gets wild. Even though they're an ocean apart, the local stories for both places say the same thing. These aren't just fancy carvings, they're portals.
So why the nickname Twin Brothers? Is it just a cool name? Nope. The connections here go way, way beyond simple coincidence. And once you see the evidence, I think you'll get why people are so fascinated by this. So let's break it down. We're going to look at three unbelievable connections that tie these two ancient marvels together. That's right, three. Three connections that really make you wonder if they share some kind of mysterious origin. Let's kick things off with how they were actually built. Connection number one is all about the blueprint, the engineering. It's almost like both places were working from the exact same instruction manual, a manual that somehow traveled across the entire planet. And here's the kicker. These things weren't built with bricks and mortar. No way. They were carved with insane precision straight into these giant natural rock formations. It's like the same designer came along and said, nope, the machine has to be part of the Earth itself. Okay, that's pretty wild, right? But let's move on to connection number two, because this is where the plot thickens. If these things really were machines, well, they'd need power, wouldn't they? And it looks like the builders had a very specific and very clever energy source in mind. Check this out. The locations aren't random at all. The one in Sri Lanka, it's right next to a big reservoir. The one in Peru, it's sitting on the shores of the famous Lake Titicaca. Now, we know water can be used to generate huge amounts of energy, hydropower. So, did these ancient builders figure that out thousands of years ago? Did they know something we're only now catching up to? All right, this brings us to connection number three. And honestly, for a lot of people, this is the one that seals the deal. It's not about the rocks or the water, it's about the stories, the legends that have been told for centuries. The stories are just stunningly similar. In Peru, the legend says a priest named Aramu Muru used a special golden disc to open the gate, and then he just walked through and vanished, forever. Meanwhile, in Sri Lanka, the story goes that an ancient king used their gate to travel across the universe. Think about it. A special person, a special key, and a journey through a portal. It's the exact same story, told on opposite sides of the world. So let's recap. We've got the same blueprint, the same power source idea, and the same legend, which leads us to the million-dollar question. How on earth is any of this even possible? I mean, this is the whole mystery, right? According to all our history books, these cultures never, ever met. They didn't even know the other existed. So how do you explain it? Well, there are a couple of pretty extraordinary theories out there. Okay, theory number one, there was some kind of lost, super advanced global civilization way back in the day. They spread their tech all over the world before they, disappeared. Then there's theory number two, which is a bit more out there. The idea is that the knowledge didn't come from Earth at all. It came from the sky. That maybe extraterrestrial visitors gave the same blueprints to both cultures. So, you've heard the evidence, these unbelievable connections, and you've heard the wild theories. Now the question really is, what do you think? What makes more sense to you? When you get right down to it, is this all just the world's biggest, craziest coincidence? Or are we looking at actual proof of a hidden chapter of our own history? The answer, for now, is still locked away, carved in stone, just waiting for someone to figure it out.